Hello and welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is Adventures Plunder. We have 2 traits. All the instructions of play to reckless cards. Win discarding one from player turns. So we have a Reckless Miser. So you can double the Miser effect and then lose it, which is actually not... that's a pretty good card to have Reckless attached to. I don't know if it'll elevate it to the point of buying one, but kind of turning it into a one-shot 2 copper remover is probably a buff to Miser. Buff to Miser overall. I don't know that it's going to matter, but when you discard a tireless card from play, set it aside and put it on your... So T-Mogs, maybe not the best tireless, but okay, you get it back. You get to run with it over and over again, which could be good. There are a couple ways to gain loot here. Wealthy Village and Pickaxe. There's otherwise not a lot going on here. We're probably going to open Amulet Magpie, hope to get a good amount of the magpies, and then probably pick up a pickaxe, hope to get a few loots, and then, at some point you just got to buy the green cards. You could try... Maybe you can play controlled enough. I don't know. Pendant could be worth quite a lot if you have several loots, but draw here is a real issue. It's not to say we wouldn't get a pendant, but you probably can't go on to like a full mega turn in the sense of like emptying the provinces in one go. Well, not all of them, but however many are left. So anyway, I think I do like Amulet Magpie. They will probably get T-Mog. Hardea loves T-Mog. Here we're just going to trash and buy a Rat Catcher. There is a lot of trashing here, which is nice. We miss... I guess we'll just go ahead and guarantee the... Well, let me think about this. This is Copper and Estate left, I believe. So we're going to have 5 no matter what. Either the Copper's bottom deck, the Magpie will find it, or the Copper's on top and the Magpie will find it. We could try... If we want to buy a pickaxe, we still have to either take silver or +1 coin if we just think we don't want a silver, which may be the case. Or we can trash and just buy another Magpie here and wait on the pickaxe for another shuffle. And those are the options. Hey, there's also Mining Road, which is a pretty nice thing with loot gaining, though. Here, Pickaxe gains a loot to hand, so it doesn't really matter. But it could matter if we ever bought a Wealthy Village. It's just not. If we had a smithy here, just a plain old smithy, you would just build to the Pendant Empty Province Megaturn thing for sure. I think I'm going to take one more Magpie here. Hopefully the Estate is bottom decked, so we gain a Magpie, but we didn't. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Here we're getting a couple though, so that's good. Though we would have preferred to be able to hit... Well, either draw the amulet or just hit 5 there would have been nice. I think I'll go ahead and maybe now we buy a T-Mog. T-Mog is also a nice trick or a nice thing with loots. Loots cost 7, so you can T-Mog them into provinces, which is kind of nice. Maybe I will take a T-Mog here. Hopefully for the rest of the game, we're just able to get the magpies via other magpies. I think still trash. We're going to look for the pickaxe soon. Hopefully this next turn. And then we'll be at, I guess we could just gain it straight to hand, but do I want a second amulet? That's maybe worth asking. Now would be the time to get it if we were going to do it. See if we can draw another coin. Okay, we do. So this will be a pickaxe, and then our next turn we'll be gaining silver with the amulet so that we can kill something with the pickaxe. I'm not really paying attention to what the AI is doing here. They bought a duchy though, so I don't think that's I don't really believe that that's going to be the play. I don't know what else to say to that. We're gonna just trash here. I think it's reasonable to buy another rat catcher. I guess there's also a point where we may be able to, here, this is a little something. This is better than the duchy stuff, at least. So we're gonna trash and maybe gain a silver. That isn't totally clear to me. There we get a nice treasure draw. Hopefully we find the pickaxe as well. Well, I mean, this is almost all cantrippy, so I don't think it'll matter too much, but and then I guess we're going to be looking for another pickaxe here. Trying to think. If we trash with the amulet, which is really probably what we want to do, there is a little bit of a risk that we can't afford the other pickaxe. Though we could also just take like a pendant at this point. There's also, well, I mean, we'd really rather just have the loot. So let's just trash and hope we hit 5. I mean, there's only like one. There's just Endless Chalice that could have made that bad. I think I'll take another. We are approaching a point where gaining a wealthy village can actually have some value in that it'll allow us to maybe take 2 silvers with amulets and get the okay, that's not too bad. They take duchy. I don't think that's it. I'm gonna probably save the T-Mog for maybe not the entire rest of the game, but likely a good portion of it. These are mostly magpies. There's a couple treasures in here, but okay. Let's get another silver here. We get the goat, which is prized. A prized goat indeed. We could do next turn for Amphora, but guess that's probably not the play. We can, if we wanted to, we could get the wealthy village. I don't know quite what the point of that would be, to be honest. Maybe it's just double pendant here. We can also trash the amulets to the pickaxe at some point, like one of them, for sure. Let's try double pendant. The draw again starts to get a little bit dicier. And they're going duchy into province, basically, with that play. I don't think it's too scary yet. Not sure it'll ever be scary necessarily, but we hope the amulet is very low, or we wish we could start hitting some treasures. There, that's good. All right. Okay. This is all fine. Oh, we got the same darn treasure. That doesn't help our pendants at all. I guess I could have pickaxed. That's actually interesting. Oh, it won't let me do that because the pickaxe is revealed. I could have pickaxed the shield instead of the silver. If we had had 2 pendants, that would have been more money. Though in this case, it was just the same amount of money. But this is kind of nice. We at least get to toss these 2 out. We're still going to have double province here, which I suppose we probably ought to just take at this point. And probably just buy a silver is likely worth buying. The AI has 2 T-Mogs on the mat, so that is something we need to watch out for. In fact, here, this could backfire pretty badly. I don't know. We're not... It's a question of how likely we are to get to... If we have a bunch of provinces on top, or the magpies don't hit treasures ever, we won't be making it. This is probably not enough. This may lose. What do we have here? Unfortunately, we didn't find a pickaxe, because then we could have like pickaxed a province, and that would have gotten us likely 2 more treasures. So we probably are going to lose here, if I had to guess, though who knows exactly what the AI has in hand. How much money does this make us? We're going to have 4 from the pendant, so we can have 13. So we can province duchy. Maybe that's okay. I am worried about the T-Mogs, but I think maybe that's okay. We'll find out. If they have $5, we lose. I guess they only need $2. Oh man, that's embarrassing. What happens if we just go, I mean, it may not work anyway, but if we go, what if we would in this case do next turn Amphora and double duchy, I guess? Then what happens? Oh, they still have the 2 T-Mogs, so they can always mill it. It was really just kind of an unfortunate draw. I mean, we can not call this at all. We still are going to have this kind of not great draw. We're going to have a little more money. We're going to have like $3 more. We can just like take triple duchy and then see what the AI does. They may still have a mill. Well, they probably don't have a full mill in this instance. That's unlikely. So we are again in a kind of an awkward spot as far as that all goes. I don't know what our best shot at double province actually is. Again, it may not be calling on the goat, even though that seems like, you know, the easy thing to do. I guess this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this gives Endless Chalice, this also doesn't work. Now this just guarantees it. Or we should play... That was sad. That was a sad one to lose for sure. I know it's more money here. I'm just kind of... This doesn't matter, of course, but... I guess probably just taking duchies is maybe the most points. I don't know. Okay, so I was just a little greedy. I think I was unlucky here to not make it. I mean, I have 4 magpies, right? That's the reason I did it. But we hit province, and then we hit... The magpies drew okay-ish, but we did have... the two provinces top decked, which is just unfortunate. One more treasure and we're there. It doesn't matter which treasure it is. If it's a pickaxe, we can pickaxe a province and double. But this just is short by 3, so we don't get there. All right, well, enough. I forget how you get to the end if you're in the... But that's the end of the streak. We didn't get too far along. And I thought this was a pretty neat board. I mean, I like the magpie pickaxe stuff. But kind of a rough break there at the end. So maybe I should recognize that the odds of that aren't good and just take the duchies. But I also don't know. It's just a hard point. You don't know at this point what the turn will produce. So... in any case, I guess one thing I can say about it is that it may be that if the magpies here draw well enough to double province without the shield play, then I might have triple province anyway, and in that, by like drawing both the pendants. And in that case, you know, the T-mogging the shield doesn't gain me anything, doesn't advantage me in any way, and so it looks a little suspicious. So I think that's maybe the line of thinking I should have gone through, is like, if I T-mog this shield and I hit double province off these magpie draws, under what conditions would that not just be a triple province via treasures, not via using the T-mog? And there's probably a window where you hit less than 24, right? For sure. But that's the question on how often does that occur versus just the getting to 16 after T-mogging the shield. So anyway, those are kind of things to think about in this greening situation. It's nice that the AI has this stuff on the mat because it does make these end games a little more interesting. It's nice that the AI will do the T-mog stuff. So, all right, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.